Démosle pues ahora sí. Welcome back to Voice of the Journey. Today I want to dive into a topic that affects all of us, smartphones. But not about the technology itself. I want to talk about how they influence my daily life, my focus, and my mental well being. This past Sunday, I bought some new podcast equipment from Amazon, and it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. And I spent the whole day waiting for it. I was excited about it, but as the day went on, I realized it wasn't coming. And instead of accepting that it was out of my control, I kept checking the app, hoping for an update. But this constant checking was draining. Every time I opened the Amazon app, I'd end up on Instagram, falling into the rabbit hole of procrastination. I've ordered enough stuff from Amazon, which I'm not proud of, to know when something isn't going to be delivered on time. And I should have trusted my gut and stayed focused on my work. But I didn't. I let the anticipation and my smartphone take control. And it made me realize how often I waste so much mental energy on things I can't control. Even thinking about feeling this way because of an Amazon delay is nonsense. It sounds so stupid. It's a problem from a comfortable spot, from a privileged place. One thing I'm sure of is that life here in the States is so convenient and comfortable. And yes, it is hard, but there is no way to compare it to Guatemala, for instance. And it still feels weird to live here. It is so much different in so many ways from my home country. And maybe I miss having some real problems. Nah, I'm kidding. Of course, I don't. 2 years ago, I deleted social media completely for a few months. And it happened because I broke my phone and had to wait a week for it to be fixed. And that week was liberating. It was great not to get a single phone call for a week. But we live in a world where having a smartphone is part of life. And I need to find a balance, I guess. So I turned off notifications for social media a long time ago and switched my phone to grayscale to take care of my sight. These changes helped, but I still find myself getting sucked into the rabbit hole. So where's the balance? I saw a guy lock his phone in a lockbox for a week. It seemed like a good idea, but kind of extreme. I really enjoy living in the era we are in. It's just the fact that all this globalization started happening not that long ago, and that alone is crazy to me. Technology advances way quicker than my brain does, and sometimes it's overwhelming, but that's okay. I'll adapt someday, or maybe not, and that's also okay. When I was a kid, I didn't have a smartphone. I didn't get one until the early 2010s. Back then, and I'm not that old, I had to use my imagination to entertain myself. Boredom was a part of life, and it led to some great ideas. But now, when I'm bored, I reach for my phone, and sometimes I miss the creativity that came from being truly bored. Being bored is something in itself, because when I allow myself to be truly bored for at least 20 minutes, I have these aha moments from within that couldn't have happened because we are overstimulated every single day. So I really like to sometimes turn everything off and just be, just let my brain create something out of the blue. And maybe it won't create anything, but letting it sit for a bit is truly relieving. Social media apps are designed to keep us engaged. The convenience of having everything on my phone makes it harder to resist. I'm constantly fighting the urge to scroll, even when I know I should be focusing on something else. And since starting this podcast and my group on Skool, I've been posting more often. It feels weird because I'm now seeking attention and reactions. It makes me anxious. I was used to getting dopamine from a screen. I was addicted to porn for more than a decade. So, yes, I know how it feels. And it leads to an empty sense of accomplishment. The good thing is, the urge to watch porn is gone. But maybe I'm scared of getting to a similar degree of addiction to social media like I used to be to porn. And so maybe this is the problem. Social media platforms have massive budgets to keep us engaged. It's not a fair competition, I guess. They know how I'll behave before I do, and that's why ads work. I'm trying to compete against these giants and maintain a life outside of my phone. It's tough, but it's necessary. The main goal, I guess, is to take care of my life outside of my phone and not feel like it's my phone the one in control. It should be a tool, not an extension of my body. So I want to make sure I'm truly living in the moment and not just capturing it for social media, to feel at peace with my life and not let things like Amazon delays ruin my day. Yo soy Bruno, and I'll see you in the next one.